What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, CLT Aviation 13, with another video today. As you can see, we have San Juan on the table for today's update. And a little fun fact for today is every airplane you see in this video is a different registration, which I think is pretty neat. No duplicate registrations, which is something that's usually not possible to do for most of my airports just because they need duplicate planes. But I thought it was pretty cool for today. Everything is, all a different registration to make things a little bit more unique today. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with Blue Rica. I always like to keep this airplane in the updates for all my San Juan videos just because this is essentially where the inspiration for the livery came from. So we'll have Blue Rica do a flight to Tampa. Going on to the new NG models Balloons A321neo. This aircraft's going to make a flight to New York John F. Kennedy. Moving on to the Prism JetBlue A321. This is the Gemini Jets version 903JB. This aircraft is getting ready for pushback for a flight to Fort Lauderdale. Next up, we have the Blueprint Embraer 190 getting loaded up for a flight to Santo Domingo. And before I forget, I got Blue Bonnet E190 as well. This aircraft just came in from St. Thomas. It's going to park at one of the available gates. Next up, we have this is the NG Models Prism A321, and this aircraft's going to make a flight to Newark. Moving on back to a JetBlue A320, Boston Celtics. It's been a while since I've got this one in the video. We're going to have this aircraft go to Boston. And then next up, we'll start with the American 777-200. This aircraft's going to make a flight to Miami. And it's been a while since I was able to get Sun Country in. They recently started service again from Minneapolis, St. Paul. So that's where we're going to have this guy go to MSP. Looks really good. Next up, Spirit A321. Gemini Jet version with nonstop service to Fort Lauderdale. Then we've got Southwest heading out to the runway, and it's going to make a flight to Fort Lauderdale as well. All right, next up, we're going to start with the main piece on the terminal. We'll start with that One World 777-200 getting loaded up and serviced for a flight to Miami. I believe it's still 2 daily, so we're going to have this guy go to Miami as well. Got a couple of Spirits for you. We have the NG model version on the right, and then the Neo A320 on the left. We're going to have the 321, have this guy go to Orlando, and then the 320 Neo, we're going to have him go to Philadelphia. Moving on down the line to Otto the Owl, A321 was serviced to Orlando. And next up, Southwest. This is at Louisiana 1. Special livery with service to have this guy go to Orlando. And one of my personal favorites, I Heart New York, is vacating the runway after completing a flight from Hartford, Connecticut. Going on to our cargo pads, got the UPS MD-11 and a FedEx MD-11. We're going to have the UPS do a flight to Louisville, and then going on to FedEx to Memphis. For the last part of the video, we'll start with this United 737-800, which is getting loaded up for a flight to Chicago. And next up, this is the first time in ages we've been able to have a realistic Delta flight into the videos. Here is a Delta 757-200 with service to Atlanta. They're still mostly flying 739s, but I know the ATL route did pick up some 75s not too long ago when I was checking things again. So nice to see a realistic flight in here for Delta. Especially for a 7.5, always good to have a 7.5 in the video. Next up, we have our last bit of our American section. We're going to start with the 737-800 One World. It's going to make a flight to Philadelphia. And then moving on back, we have a 321, which is going to do a flight to Chicago. And then we have the Charlotte flight on that Wing Fence 321. As always, hopefully in the foreseeable future, we do see a American 321 wing fence from NG models. I think that would look phenomenal, especially with their engine proportions. It'll look really good. And then just one other view, since we're on a better side for that American 777 in Miami. One World getting loaded up there, so looking nice. Quick video, but San Juan's more of one of my lighter videos, I should say. It looks really well content-wise, but in terms of how dense it is, it's one of the less dense videos that I usually have. which is kind of nice because sometimes it's good to have shorter videos. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's updated version of my San Juan model airport, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.